It's been a great life. It's just, making people laugh it's wonderful.
And Bob Newhart made us laugh for more than 60 years. But today, at the age of 94, Bob Newhart decided to close his eyes one last time, and I wonder what his eyes opened up to after.
Honey.
We'll come back to that scene, but I wanted to start with this. Bob's career started with an event that you'd think was a dream. He won a trio of awards at a major award show. Wasn't the Oscars, wasn't the Emmys. He won 3 Grammys. For his comedy album, The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart. It won Best Comedy Performance, okay. He won Best New Artist. It's the only time a comedian has ever won that category. Then he won Album of the Year. Only time a comedy recording has ever won Album of the Year. Crazy. He beat out Nat King Cole, Harry Belafonte, and
Frank Sinatra. I don't think Frank was too thrilled about losing to a comic.
Rick Mercer tweeted today, "Tonight is the perfect night to find, stream, and listen to his 1960 comedy album, The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart, A Genius Is Gone." That genius then became one of the initial 3 co-hosts for the variety show The Entertainers alongside Carol Burnett. Carol wrote today, "I had the great pleasure of working with Bob and being his friend. He was as kind and nice as he was funny. He will be missed."
Hello?
That genius helped come up with the title for his first legendary sitcom, The Bob Newhart Show, which ran from 1972 to 1978, producing 142 episodes. Mayim Bialik wrote today, "As a child, The Bob Newhart Show provided countless hours of enjoyment for me. It constituted some of my earliest training in the art of sitcom. When I got to work with alongside him on The Big Bang Theory, it was absolutely a dream come true. He was effortlessly professional, poised, hilarious, and incredibly approachable. Working with Bob was working in the presence of a true comedy legend, the likes of whom we simply don't see anymore. How he will be missed." It would only be 4 years later that Bob would be back in the sitcom world and produce another legendary sitcom. Another genius title, Newhart. That ran for 184 episodes from 1982 to 1990. Cast member Julia Duffy tweeted the cast photo today and wrote, "Second most important man in my life. Glad they're together, but I feel so alone now. Rest in peace, Bob. How I will miss being teased. I love you."
You're all crazy!
Now back to that dream. You've probably heard the phrase, "it was all a dream." Newhart didn't invent that phrase, but it certainly was never put to better use than its series finale.
You won't believe the dream I just had.
Bob wakes up from a dream next to his TV wife from the first sitcom, revealing that the 8th-season run of Newhart was simply a dream for psychologist Bob Hartley.
I was an innkeeper in this crazy little town in Vermont.
Bob would do another sitcom 2 years later called Bob. He was really running out of name variations for the title of his sitcoms. That show ran for 2 seasons, and then after that, Bob really got to kind of cut loose a little bit and play characters in projects that weren't named after him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Newhart!
Including returning to hosting Saturday Night Live in 1995.
I hosted 15 years ago in 1980 and apparently made such an impression on them. They said, "Boy, we got to have this guy back as soon as possible."
Al Franken was a writer on the show at that time and tweeted today, "Bob Newhart was a giant, a genius, and a great guy. I'll always remember when he hosted SNL and did a stellar show. He was, as you might expect, a joy to work with. May his memory be a blessing." As the credits rolled on that 1995 episode, Norm Macdonald jumped at the chance to get Bob to sign his copy of his comedy album. Chris Farley is just as excited as Norm is. Bob flexed his dramatic chops in a stint on ER, and The Libertarian, Quest for the Spear, both performances scored him Emmy nominations, and both were alongside Noah Wyle, who said today, "Heroes frequently disappoint when you meet them. Bob didn't. I will be forever grateful for the time I got to spend with him, laughing, globetrotting, telling stories, and trying to save the world. I joined the multitudes in mourning his passing, having just got a whole lot funnier." Noah posted the photo from The Libertarian on Instagram and wrote, "Goodbye for now, thank you forever."
Previously on Desperate Housewives.
He also said hello to Wisteria Lane for a 3-episode stint, playing the estranged boyfriend of Susan Meyer's mom, played by Lesley Ann Warren, who said today, "I had the pleasure of working with the lovely gentleman and brilliant comic actor that was the inimitable Bob Newhart. His delivery was always uniquely his, understated and sublimely intelligent, a complete joy."
Oh, what a blast off it is. Remember that? Remember?
Then in 2013, Bob would make his first of 6 appearances over 5 years as Professor Proton on The Big Bang Theory. That's one of the character names that is trending today.
So you have any single grandmothers?
Sorry, they're both married.
Good.
Kaley Cuoco wrote on her Instagram story, "What a dream it was to witness the genius that was Bob Newhart." Oh, a dream, eh? He was classy, kind, generous, and absolutely hilarious. Every take, every time, icon forever.
Happily?
I will never forget you, Bob. Thank you for making our dreams come true.
And the Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series goes to... Bob Newhart, The Big Bang Theory.
So that would be Emmy number 1. Yeah, Bob Newhart won 1 Emmy his whole career. It's for that Big Bang Theory guest spot. That's it.
And Spike, I'm going to need a little more time because this is my 7th shot at this, okay?
Incredible, eh? Yeah, 1 Emmy. 3 Grammys, though.
I just love this. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Judd Apatow tweeted today about the film he directed this past November, Bob and Dawn, A Love Story. Bob Newhart was the kindest, most hilarious man. He asked me to make a documentary about his friendship with Don Rickles. I was so lucky to get to spend that time with my hero. His brilliant comedy and gentle spirit made everyone he encountered so happy. The role that Bob said made him the happiest, or at least he was the most pleased with.
Oh, hello. You're probably here about the story. Elves love to tell stories.
Yeah, Bob told CNN that his role in Elf, the big screen comedy that celebrated its 20th anniversary this past year, is without question the part of Papa Elf outranks by far any role I may have ever played. Bob's co-star in that now Christmas classic, Zooey Deschanel, told People today, Bob Newhart was an absolute genius and the sweetest and kindest man. He will truly be missed. And in a fitting tribute today, the Empire State Building Twitter account posted, "We will miss you, Papa. Buddy is always welcome at the Empire State Building."
I'll always be here for you.
That's lovely. And yeah, Bob Newhart is one of those names that is forever linked to that era of television. Just that era of television where, yeah, as Jerry Seinfeld talked about it earlier this year, where, you know, families sat down and watched these sitcoms. All in the Family, The Mary Tyler Moore Show. Yeah, Bob Newhart is one of those names you just think, just represents that classic era of television. Yeah, he's always been that, and he's represented that, and he's always represented that well in the way that he's carried himself. Yeah, scandal-free for 94 years. There you go. It's possible. But yeah, truly, yeah, as people said, just a gentleman, an absolute legend. But yeah, how will you remember Bob Newhart?
You would be a great subject for a biopic. Have you thought about who might play you?
I think The Rock. I get mistaken for him a lot. People say, "Hey, Dwayne," and I said, "No, I'm not Dwayne. I'm Bob."